Hey y'all, I'm back, and my camera just turned on by itself. I must have that on or something. But as y'all see, look, I had to cut my locks off because for some reason they was disappearing in the back and and on the sides. Well, everywhere. I had clumps of locks just missing, and I don't understand where they went because I ain't find none of them in my house. So I had to cut it off. Prayerfully, it will grow because God gave us our hair for covering for our head, and I ain't got much up there to cover. I mean, I'm used to wearing my hair like this when I was growing up, but I had decided to let it grow out. So, but that's it for that ran about my hair. um, where we? Oh yeah. I said I am going to before I start the reading of the Bible. Well, this is also the reading of the Bible, but I'm going to read some of the commandments every day. Every day that I can remember. Put it that way. And so we're going to do it the first commandment. I think the first and the second I'm going to do today. And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. So that is the first two commandments. He is your God. So just in case you don't know the commandments and other people has told you the commandments and they may not be the right thing, it might be something they heard, because I know when I was growing up I heard a lot of things that was in the Bible that ain't in there, that people told me was in the Bible, and it ain't in there. Some people say things for their benefits, make it like they know the Bible, but only way you can be assured of what it said is by reading it yourself. So that's it for the oh, dropping things. I gotta get my other Bible that I was reading that because the page is marked. Okay, y'all, I'm back and we're on. I keep dropping that. We are on Esther chapter 5. Let's get started. It's not that long either, so no need for seatbelts. Just take a seat and take a listen. Let's get started. Now it came to pass on the third day that Esther put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court. Wait a minute. Did I read chapter 5 yesterday? I think I read chapter 5 yesterday. Yeah, because I remember I told you I was short, and I know because I was looking right at it. My bad, y'all. We're on chapter 6, and it also is not that long. So still, no need for seatbelts. Just take a seat and take a listen. On that night could not the king sleep, and he commanded to bring the book of records of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bigthana. Oh. Ain't that Big Than again? It was, read that again. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bigthana and Teresh, two of the king's chamberlains. See, before it was Big Dan. Now it's Big Thana. I don't know. I had told, had told of Big Thana and Teresh, two of the king's chamberlains, the keepers of the door, who sought to lay hand on the king, Ahasuerus. And the king said, "What honor and dignity has been done to Mordecai for this?" Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, "There is nothing done for him." And the king said, "Who is in the court?" Now Haman was come into the outward court of the king's house to speak unto the king to hang Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. And the king's servant said unto him, "Behold, Haman standeth in the court." And the king said, "Let him come in." Haman came in, and the king said unto him, "What shall be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor?" Now Haman thought in his heart, "To whom would the king delight to do honor more than to myself?" And Haman answered the king, "For the man whom the king delighteth to honor. Let the royal apparel be brought with which the king uses to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head. And let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes, that they may array the man with all whom the king delighteth to honor, and bring him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaim before him, Thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delighteth to honor." Then the king said to Haman, "Make haste and take the apparel and the horse, as thou hast said, and do even so to Mordecai the Jew, that sitteth at the king's gate. Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken." Then took Haman the apparel and the horse, and arrayed Mordecai, and brought him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaimed before him, "Thus shall it be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor." And Mordecai came again to the king's gate, but Haman hasted to his house, mourning and having his head covered. And Haman told Zeresh his wife and all his friends everything that had befallen him. Then said his wise men and Zeresh his wife unto him, "If Mordecai be of the seed of the Jews, before whom thou hast begun to fall, thou shalt not prevail against him, but shalt surely fall before him." And while they were yet talking with him, came the king's chamberlains, and hasted to bring Haman unto the banquet that Esther had prepared. Alrighty then, that is it for Esther chapter 6. Remember to always ask God for understanding of anything I read yesterday, and that I will read tomorrow. I am not a priest, a minister, a pastor, or anything of the sort. I'm just a follower and reader of the Bible, learning and getting understanding from God, just as you are. So, with that said, have a blessed day, and remember, God is. Walk with Jesus. Love you.